What is going on YouTube? My name is Calvin. I'm here for Old New Games 101. Welcome back to the walkthrough of Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express. I am terribly sorry that I have not posted on the weekend. I got a little bit busy, but I am here back. So we're doing part 16, and let's just continue. I guess we're just asking a bunch of questions to a bunch of people on the train. So I just did that. Oh, finally I can get into this person's room. Let me look through their luggage.
Nothing of interest.
Okay.
I won't.
Nothing else in there. I don't know why I'm doing. I'm just so excited I finally get to go into this guy's room. It's like, and her room. Ha!
A good idea, but
Fair enough. Whatever. Oh,
I won't find.
it's a hat box.
I've already. HMK.
See, I knew there was something I'm missing. Just to be safe. Alright, well, can't talk to that person. Who's that? Hubbard? Let's talk to Hubbard. This is gonna be fun.
Nothing else.
Well, it's about time, I must say. Here I am with information that will solve your mystery for you, and it's hours before you show up. You are helping that famous detective, or whatever he is, aren't you?
Yes, madam, I have that honor.
I would think you'd be more on your toes. In America, the police would have arrested the culprit by now on my evidence.
Then let us proceed without delay. May I have your passport, please?
My passport? What do you want my passport for? I'm the witness, not the murderer. What is wrong with you people in this country?
This is Yugoslavia, madam. I am French.
That's what I said.
Your passport. Thank you. You are Caroline Martha Hubbard of Great Neck, is it? Long Island?
That's what it says, doesn't it?
You are traveling to Paris to meet your daughter?
Yes, that I'm supposed to sail for home the day after tomorrow. Though, how can I do that stuck here? I'll never know.
Did you hear any sounds coming from Monsieur Ratchet's room?
Well, earlier I'd asked that Swedish lady, Mrs. Olson, if she had anything for a headache. She's a nurse, you know.
Yes, I know.
Poor soul. Looking for my room, she'd opened the door to Mr. Ratchet's compartment by mistake. He laughed and said something not very nice, I think. But I couldn't make it out. She said, "Oh, I make a mistake. I ashamed to make a mistake," in that bizarre accent of hers. And he laughed again and said something about her being too old. The idea! My late husband, Mr. Hubbard, and I enjoyed conjugal relations right up to the very end.
Anything else?
After that, I heard snoring. Quite loud, like an airplane engine revving up.
What color is your dressing gown?
What an odd question. I have two dressing gowns, if you must know. A pink flannel that's kind of cozy on board ship, and a purple silk number that my late husband, Mr. Hubbard, gave me. But what in creation do you want to know that for?
Someone in a scarlet kimono was seen coming out of either your compartment or Monsieur Ratchet's. It is very difficult to tell sometimes which is which when all the doors are closed.
Well, it wasn't mine.
Then it must have been Monsieur Ratchet's.
That wouldn't surprise me any. I thought I heard a voice in there.
Was it a woman you heard in Monsieur Ratchet's room?
Yes, I think it was.
Did you hear what was said?
Well, I didn't put a glass up to the connecting door and eavesdrop, for heaven's sakes. What sort of a person do you think I am?
When was it you heard this voice?
I have no idea. Sometime after the snoring died.
Was it before or after the train stopped?
After. After the man in my room that you have so far failed to ask me about. I woke up, heard the voice, and that was that.
Tell me about the man you thought was in your room.
At last. No offense intended, sweetie, but you foreigners do just about everything backwards.
The man?
Well, I was in bed. I woke up. All in the dark it was. And I knew, I tell you, that there was a man in there with me.
In your bed?
In my what? How dare you? No, in my compartment. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I just lay there and thought, mercy, I'm gonna be killed by some foreigner. These nasty trains. I just lay there with my eyes closed and thought of America. Somehow I got my wits about me and I felt about with my hand and I felt.
Yes?
The bell button. I pressed it and pressed, but no one came. I thought, mercy, what if they'd murdered every single soul on the train? I went on pressing the bell, and at last, footsteps in the corridor. I dragged on my dressing gown, the pink one. I screamed, come in, and switched on the lights, and would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
Michel opened your door and entered.
Yes, although considering the time it took him to arrive, he must have come by dog sled. He seemed to imagine I dreamt the whole thing. I tell you here and now, I'm not one to imagine things.
Michel searched your compartment?
Yes, even under the chair. Although he said there wasn't room for a man to squeeze himself under there. I asked him to check the connecting door.
Was it bolted?
No, but I knew it had been because I asked the Swedish lady to check it when she brought me the headache powder.
Before Michel arrived, did either door open and close?
Sweetie, my eyes were squeezed shut tighter than a banker's fist. I didn't see. And with the bell making all that racket, the intruder could have dynamited a hole in the wall, and I wouldn't have heard it.
Do you remember the Armstrong kidnapping?
I'll say I do. How that wretch that did it escaped scot-free, I'll never understand. I'd have liked to get my hands on him.
You could have, madam, when the connecting door was unbolted.
You mean Ratchet was the man?
Yes, his real name was Cassetti.
Well, imagine that. Wait till I tell my daughter.
Were you acquainted with the Armstrong family?
Well, they were from New York, too. But no, they moved in a very exclusive circle. I've always heard that Mrs. Armstrong was a perfectly lovely woman, and that her husband worshipped her. It was all incredibly sad.
I would like to dust the doorknob of the connecting door for fingerprints.
My, aren't you the little improviser? Be my guest, sweetie. Search the whole place if you'd like. I need a drink.
Mrs. Hubbard, wait. You dropped this.
That's not mine.
I thought as it has the initial H on it.
I've got mine right here. See? It's marked CMH, and it's a sensible thing. Not that flimsy, expensive Parisian cambric. What good is a hanky you can't sneeze into?
Okay, well, according to my equipment, I have nothing to dust with. Yeah, nothing to dust with. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that, but
Quite interesting.
yes, I know I have to do fingerprints. I just have to figure out how to do that. Anyway, Ratchet's dead. Poirot, I don't need to talk to this guy. Olsen, Schmid, McQueen. Okay, there's something that I wanted to get a long time ago that I couldn't get because the guy was busy. And I just want to go look at it because it looked very out of place. I don't really care about these people. Okay. I mean, you can tell that there's something you need to pick up when it's just shining differently. Like, it's just different. Like, it doesn't look like a picture. It looks like something you should take. Wow, this guy is... Ice? I'll take some ice. The whole thing. Okay. Restaurant car. Let's do this. Something over here. This thing.
These menu cards are perfect for collecting fingerprints.
Well, I guess that would work.
Sterling.
Oh, I can go in here.
Do not disturb me. I do not have enough vinegar or olive oil for the Count and Countess. I will be shamed.
Well, I never.
I have an extremely big grin on my face. Because I now know what to use these for. Anyway, guys, we are coming up on 10 minutes here. We'll be back in part 17. But thank you so much for watching. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, but please do it. Go and check out our previous episodes, or parts, not episodes. So yeah, go check them out, and we'll see you.